Hi, Taurus. Sorry that I couldn't get this out yesterday. I lost all my data last night because I stupidly answered a text from someone that's quite close to me. So somehow, when I got back to the video editing to putting the pieces together, I deleted the originals, and then I couldn't, because I had stopped the upload. I couldn't get back to the upload. Anyway, it was a really good reading. That's all I can say. I'm going to try to just very quickly go through what's going on astrologically for the next few days, okay, because it's pretty important, and for the rest of October. Now this isn't so relevant to Taurus. The full moon that we're having on Sunday is going to affect cardinal signs, okay? Cardinal signs are the fire starters, the people, the movers and the shakers. So that's Aries, okay, for fire. That's Capricorn for earth. Cancer for water. Although I don't see Cancer blowing up. I see Cancer maybe being a bit more emotional or a bit more empathetic. And Libra. Libra might actually just come out and say what she thinks, and so she should, during this full moon on Sunday. But it's not going to affect you guys so much. I'm thinking that Taurus might run their mouth off a little bit. That's the worst that could happen, Taurus. You know that you guys are the most stable zodiac signs. You're fixed sign, okay, very, very stable. I always advise my girlfriends to choose a Taurus partner if they're shopping for men. I don't know any Taurian women, so this is going to be a really interesting reading for me. Okay, so that's enough about the moon. Your ruling planet is Venus, believe it or not. So everyone thinks that Taurians are all, stubborn and, well, your ruling planet is Venus. So, we all know that Venus is the planet of love. Venus right now is in Scorpio. So, what that's going to mean for you guys is that you're going to feel at home. You're going to feel right at home. You're going to be feeling yourself. Something really cool about your planet, though, it rotates in a completely different, it spins on its own. All of the 8 planets are going around the sun, okay? But 2 of them have been knocked out of their axis somehow. And Venus is one of them. It spins clockwise. Sorry, Taurus, we are just not having a good lighting day or a good... Technically, everything is just going haywire. So your ruling planet is Venus. One really cool thing about Venus, I don't know if anyone has ever noticed or ever said to you that you take a long time to make up your mind about something, Taurus. I'm only saying that because I was involved with the Taurus for many, many years. And he took so long to make decisions about things. It used to drive me nuts. But they were always good decisions. But here's something really cool about your ruling planet. Although the length of time that it takes Venus to go around the sun is somewhat similar to the Earth, it's about 225 days, its spin on its own axis, is very, very slow. It is so slow that, so one Earth day is equivalent to 117, one spin of Venus is equivalent to 117 Earth days. So its spin is very slow on its own axis, but the length of time that it gets around the sun is similar to the Earth. So I thought that was really cool. And maybe that's related to the length of time that Taurus takes to make up their mind about something. Sorry, no insult there. Okay, so Taurus, what we're going to do is we're going to do a horseshoe, okay? It's very much like a Celtic cross, but we only have 7 cards. I'm looking at my guide for the horseshoe. I'm going to do the old-fashioned horseshoe, okay? if you look the horseshoe up on the internet, you might find that the positions mean different things than what I'm giving you tonight. But I'm using the really, really, really original version of the horseshoe. Okay, so let's get started. When I post this video, by the way, I will have a little time code which shows where you could go straight to the interpretation, because what you're going to see for the next few minutes is shuffling, and you might find that a bit boring. If you do, just go straight to the interpretation. So I'm feeling, believe it or not, like the sneaky cat should start first. The first position, it basically explains what you've been through in the past. So Spirit, can you just tell us what our Taurians have been through in the past? What's in the past? There we go. There's one right there. Going to be a little break in the tape now for a moment. We're now going to take, for the past, we're going to take one from the traditional Rider-Waite deck. Okay, Taurus, so we're going to get a second card for your past from the traditional Rider-Waite deck. And there it is. Actually, there's two that wanted to come out, so I'm going to let them come out. Yeah, okay. And maybe one from the Witch's Tarot. I do this because then I don't have to clarify. A second now, just see if we can get a jumper. Taurus's past, please. Taurus's past, please. Thank you. Okay, so the next position is the present. What are you going through in the present? I feel like we should start with the Witch's Tarot. It's too many. What are Taurians going through presently? What are they going through presently? Oh. Okay, if that's more than 3, I can't take it. It's exactly 3, so I'm going to take it, okay? Okay, so next we're going to go through, the next position are subconscious influences. So this might be useful for you because if things are not going well, you might be interested in looking at this, because these are influences that are affecting you that you obviously consciously you're not aware of. So this may or may not be useful to you. Okay, so we're asking the traditional Rider-Waite deck to tell us about the collective Taurus and their subconscious influences presently. Just going to slit out 1 or 2 more. Subconscious influences presently. It's too many. Subconscious influences presently for Taurus. I feel like this one. We get one from the Sneaky Cat. Subconscious influences presently. Taurians. They don't want to talk. We've probably got what we need. Okay, the next position is the 4th position, and these represent obstacles for you, okay? So we're going to get one from each deck. Okay, Spirit, tell us what is an obstacle for Taurus right now, please. That's clear. I know exactly what that means. Okay. Witch's Tarot, please give us an idea of what an obstacle would be right now for Taurians. For our Taurians, please. What obstacles are they facing? Give us useful information, please. Decks are really being... Okay, I'm just going to split it. Obstacle. Okay, and one final card from the Sneaky Cats regarding any obstacle you might be facing right now. Okay, so the 5th position are external outside influences. This is a really interesting position because these are things that we should know about, okay? So you can prepare for it. They're going to happen anyway, and they're going to be there. But how you react to them, you can either be prepared or unprepared. So this is a useful thing to know. So what are the external influences on Taurians, please, in the very near future? Please give us some useful information. I see it. Okay, there's 2. All right. One from the Witch's Tarot. External influences on Taurians that they may want to know about. Useful information. External influences on Taurians. Okay, there's 2. All right, and the sneaky cats definitely want to talk on this. External influences on Taurians that they may want to know about. Okay, how many is that? That's way too many. It's more than 4. Good grief. External influences that are going to happen anyway that Taurus may want to know about. Cats don't want to talk. That's fine. Okay. Now, the next position is position number 6, which is some guidance, which may or may not, you may or may not take it. It might help you. I'm going to start with the sneaky cats. So just see if they want to talk. If they don't, that's fine. So do you have any guidance for our Taurians? Yes, they do. And it's this one. I don't know what these cards are yet, by the way. I know what 2 of them flipped over, so I know what 2 of them are. But okay, so can you give us some guidance, please, Witches Tarot, for our Taurians? Collective Taurians. This deck has been totally misbehaving. Well, that is definitely going in. Actually, there were 2. Okay, out they come. All right. And our traditional Rider-Waite deck. So some guidance, please, for our Taurians, please. Guidance for our Taurians. I see it. There we go. Okay, and finally, the last position is, this is funny because the horseshoe spread always says potential outcome. And if you notice, a lot of other spreads will say outcome. So this is nice because it reminds you that you can change things. You really can. Breaking the tape. Okay, so we're on the last card of this spread, and we're looking for the potential outcome. Ooh, I see this right here, and there's one that is very prominent. Okay, right there. I feel like this one should be taken too. Okay, potential outcome. Now, if something doesn't jump immediately from these last 2 decks, we're just gonna leave it alone. We're looking for the potential outcome, and we don't want 5 cards. No, we don't want 10 cards. We want 1 card, please, for the potential outcome. I see it. Okay, and sneaky cats are acting up, so we're just gonna, if they speak, they speak. If they don't, they don't. Potential outcome for Taurians, please, and we're looking for 1 card. Potential outcome for Taurians. There it is. All right. Okay, so we're now going to start with the interpretation. Here we go. So presently, let's see what Taurians are going through presently. Okay, you're losing sleep. Possibly over a Virgo and a Cancer. You're worried that somebody's going to die. Or you could be going through a major transformation because you've had a recent victory wherein you made a head over heart decision and you did not allow your emotions to rule you. But you are definitely losing sleep. Okay? Okay, I'm sorry. That was the past. I'm really sorry. I hope that makes more sense. So in the past, you were losing sleep, possibly over a Virgo, and some kind of a victory where you made a head over heart decision, although you were guarded and you didn't allow your emotions to be involved, and it either resulted in a physical death or a major transformation. I'm very sorry. That was the past, okay? Going into the present looks beautiful. So presently, you've got the Emperor, the Star, and the Hermit. So Taurus, the Emperor is a card of Aries, but the Emperor rules with knowledge and no weapons. He's in complete control. He's a very good family man, a real positive, stable energy coming off him. Okay, you may be involved with an Aquarius. Yeah, I see you studying an Aquarius very, very deeply. Or you're really focused, breaking the tape, sorry. Okay, so Taurus, there's a couple of different interpretations for these three cards being together. What you have is the Emperor, which is normally a male Aries. It could be an overbearing boss as well. It could be someone very bossy, but generally these are good people. He's looking at his children, so there could be someone concerned about their children. And then we have the Star and the Hermit. Okay, now the Hermit is normally associated with Virgo. The Hermit is extremely wise. They say that the Hermit is the magician grown old. The Hermit has been through it all. He's been through hell and back. And he's coming down from the mountain to teach what he knows. I don't know if you can see that card. The lighting is really bad. But what's funny is they say if you look up the Hermit that he's being guided by the Star. And the Star came up right next to him. So you could be getting some good information from an Aquarius, because the Star is associated with Aquarius. You could be learning to combine the spiritual with the material, or you could just be really focused on someone that you think is out of your league. They're not out of your league. Okay? They're not. Okay, now the third position is subconscious influences. So these are things that are either good or, okay, you want to make an offer to someone. Great, excellent. That's what you don't know. And here's what you don't know. You're not being emotional enough. Because we're looking at the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is associated with the Earth sign of Capricorn. And it means a message, a news, or an offering of some sort. I feel like you want to make an offering to someone, but and then it's right next to the King of Cups. But the King of Cups has his back to this very turbulent ocean, meaning he's not expressing any emotion. Kings are mutable, so that's mutable water, so that's Pisces. So you may want to make an offer to a Pisces. It doesn't have to be a Pisces, though. So you could, there could be two interpretations of this. Either the offer is not substantial enough. So if you're about to propose marriage, get a ring, okay? Don't just say, will you marry me? Just bring a ring, okay? If you're on the other end of this, you are not showing enough emotion, okay, towards someone. You're not telling them how you really feel, okay? That's how I see that anyway. Okay, Taurus, so moving on to the next position. So we've done number card, we've done the past, the present, your subconscious influences, and now we're going to look at what your obstacles are. Oh, this is so you. Two of Swords. Now, some people say that's not being able to make a decision. I disagree, okay? The Two of Swords is wanting to make a decision, not based on emotion, a decision that is fair. You don't even actually you don't want to be prejudiced, but you know that when you drop one of those swords, someone's going to get hurt. And so that could be why you're taking long to make this decision. But it is associated with some renewal, and up came the King of Cups again from the sneaky cats. So we've just had the King of Cups come up twice. So it could very well be a Pisces involved in this. Okay, so there will be a renewal with some kind of a water sign, a beautiful one. Okay? All right, so the next position are external outside influences. So these are things that are going to happen no matter what. But now you can be prepared for them. Okay, you're going to be working really hard. What a surprise. Oh, this is beautiful. Wheel of Fortune. There's money coming. Like it or not, there's money coming toward you. The Temperance card just came up, which is Sagittarius. Look, you may have to, and then the Five of Pence. So the Five of Pence, so Pentacles is, obviously that's Earth. For Taurus, yeah, that goes right along with Taurus. The 5, 6, and 7 of Pence is related to Taurus. So in order to go through something that's sort of life-changing, you're going to have to work hard, and someone is going to be left out in the cold. This thing that you're about to do is going to be a little bit difficult, okay? And you're going to be finding yourself trying to combine either two people that are completely different, and you're going to try to me, when I see temperance, obviously it's associated with Sagittarius, patience, and all that kind of stuff. But people also call her the alchemist because she's pouring two different kinds of substances back and forth into two cups. And she has one foot on the ground and one foot in the water, which means that she's got to be logical and emotional as well, or empathetic. But she always succeeds in doing it. So you're someone may be left out in the cold, and looking at the Two of Swords, so a decision has to be made, and it's going to hurt someone, but you got to do it. Okay, Taurus, so we are now on our second last position. We're looking at the position of guidance. During that break, I cheated and I flipped them over a little bit because this reading is quite complicated. But it could be because I'm reading for the collective Taurus. So everyone's going through something different. For example, not everyone could be going through a court proceeding right now. By the way, if you are, you're going to win. There's going to be a very fair and just result. And if you feel like you're in turbulence or you're going through a rough time, you are about to go through, the waters are going to get calm, okay? Here's some guidance. The Ten of Wands is there, followed by the Eight of Wands. So what this means to me is that you are really heavily burdened down right now, probably by your family or something related to work. You've been the glue that holds everyone together, okay? Don't give up because the success is just around the corner. And when you go through these trials, when you go through the Ten of Wands, it just makes you stronger. In the traditional Rider-Waite deck, they always show the back of the man's legs when he's carrying the Ten of Wands, and they're really muscular. And the message is that when you're going through these difficult times, it makes you stronger. Now, okay, so Eight of Wands in the guidance position. Normally, Eight of Wands is incoming, fast incoming communication about love. It's the arrows of love. So you may receive a text message or an email that surprises you, and it's from someone that you're really interested in. But when it's in the guidance position, maybe it could be calling out for you to take some action, Taurus. Okay. I could be wrong. I'm wrong a lot. Not too much, but okay. So final outcome. Okay. King of Swords. So yeah, you're going to be making a decision. You may be involved. You may be a lawyer or a judge, or you may be an authority figure. You might be in the military. This card always reminds me of my father. Again, the Wheel of Fortune just came up. Holy moly. Followed by the Ten of Pence. This is incredible. Oh, okay, followed by, again, the Eight of Pentacles. So, and the Eight of Pentacles came up in the Witch's Tarot. Yeah, so you're going to be doing a lot of work, okay? Don't be too... I just saw the Four of Cups come up as an additional card. I see that as someone turning something down that they shouldn't turn down. Don't be too complacent, but... Okay, footnote. Because there was something that I wanted to mention about the Wheel of Fortune. First of all, the outcome is Ten of Pence. That's the main outcome, which is the best card you could ever want. It's better than the Ten of Cups. Ten of Pence means money, family, good fortune, and it's right next to the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, but you have put in a lot of hard work. You are going to have to work hard. The only thing the footnote that I wanted to mention was to get there. Okay. Work with the energies. I know you're going to be working hard, but I was studying that card a little bit, the Wheel of Fortune, and really when you think about the four seasons, okay, I'm always, when I was younger, I used to fight winter coming and fight fall coming, and now I love it. I absolutely love it. So I think one of the messages of that card, it's related to good luck, to fortune, but also work with the energies, okay? So welcome fall, welcome when whatever energies are around you, as long as they're positive, work with them. Obviously, if a serial killer wants to move in with you, don't let them move in. But generally, you know what I mean. And then the other footnote was the Four of Cups kind of concerns me because I'm worried that you're going to turn something down just out of complacency, because that guy is not looking at something that's being offered to him from the heavens. Okay? So just be thoughtful about anything that's offered to you this month, because I think this is going to be a very, very, very good month for you, especially in terms of work. I saw so many and money. There's pentacles all around me. And I'm dying to know about what that hermit is doing. He is studying that woman, and she's naked and spiritual. Okay, Taurus, you guys are so stable. You're so awesome, and just keep being stable. I think you're pretty much the best choice for a life partner out of all the zodiac signs. And I'm not a Taurus, so I'm not being vain or biased there. Okay, have a great night. Sorry about the screw up last night.